Hello everyone and Merry Christmas, and it's an extra merry one for me because I did something that's a very rare sight and actually sold one of my cars. That's right, the Festiva is gone, replaced instead by this here bundle of Benjamins. I could do something like Tyler and donate it to people in need, or something like Elliot and buy something nice for my family, but instead I'm going to be incredibly selfish and I'm immediately about to leave for Oklahoma City to buy myself something. So let's do that. Man, Benjamin Franklin looks really disappointed in me. Real American hero. Maybe I should be more like him. Tinker with stuff in my basement and sleep with tons of women. And just like that, after one very short title sequence, we're here in Oklahoma City. Of course, for me, it was a 3-hour drive, but I wasn't going to put you guys through that. And if you recognize those cars in the background, we're actually at Joshua's house because he has a truck to sell me. And no, it's not a Toyota. Pretty far from it. Oh, God. Come on now, you all should have seen this coming after the chainsaw video where I said that I needed a truck. So here we have, and a truck, and for quite a decent price, just $8 gets me this 1995 Ford Ranger XLT 2-wheel drive 4-cylinder with a stick and quite possibly the filthiest interior I've ever seen in my life. I need to drive this 3 hours home to Wichita. Oh boy. But before we can even think of doing that, we need to air up this tire over here. It has a slow leak, goes down in about 2 days or so. So I figure we put some air in it and it should get us home at least. And then I can, I don't know, patch it, repair it, plug it, see if there's actually something worth doing there. Okay, so my inflator's probably a bit inadequate, but we're gonna use the Gulu? I actually have no idea how to pronounce that. We're gonna use the jump pack and get into this. Wait, what? Oh, he popped it already. Yeah. Okay, well, let's take a look at the mighty 2 point.
That's certainly an engine. Hey, it has cruise control.
It has aftermarket cruise and it has AC, it looks like. I'm sure that doesn't work. Wow. It's fairly dry under here. Does it have coolant?
It's got liquid.
Has some amount of coolant in it. Cool. Does it have some amount of engine oil in it? That is an amount of very dirty engine oil. It's full though, so not upset about that.
There is liquid in it. Ooh, twin spark.
Yeah, it is twin spark. This battery is from 18, so yeah, that's completely shot. Power steering, leaking because it's a Ford. That checks out. Yeah, this isn't bad. I don't understand how they managed to make a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder take up so much damn space in the engine bay, but whatever. What do we see here?
The timing belt.
Ooh, that needs replacing, doesn't it? That'll go for 3 hours. Maybe we should just douse it in some brake fluid and call it good. Okay, let's see here. All right, that should be good.
Start. That's
Go.
Wireless charging, right?
Yeah, it's wireless, yeah. This thing's been getting some use lately. I wonder if this actually has enough charge for it to realize that it's connected to something. I'll walk you guys through this interior in a minute because it sure is something. Nothing. Push the boost button. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't actually see it.
There it is.
Yeah, that's some noises. Holy crap. Oh, God, the steering wheel is so sticky. Wow. It runs good. So here's the problem with the battery pack. It's not really designed to sustain a running engine, and this battery is clearly completely hosed. I think our first stop might be to get a battery. I wonder if it'll keep running if we unhook the battery pack. Oh wow, it idles real nice. Okay.
I just need to clean off those terminals.
I guess I think this was just interfering with the way the car runs. You're not really, I don't think you're supposed to leave it hooked up to a running car. Wow, it idles nice. So I should probably mention how Josh got this thing because it's a bit of a story. This actually came from an auction, a local like impound auction, and he bought it for what, $420?
Exactly, yep.
400. We found plenty of paraphernalia in here that makes that price real great. But $420 bought this thing because it had no keys. No one knew what sort of condition it was in or anything. So he bought it on a whim thinking, whatever, it's a Ranger. How bad could it be? Get some keys made or just find some random Ranger key and try it. After a brief search though, he actually found the key. It was just, it was in here, in the nastiest interior. This is really the golden side here. Look at that footwell. That is amazing. It reminds me of my mom's ex-boyfriend. And molds, which is good. So any detailers in Wichita looking to do a collab, hit me up. What's this? Oh, we have a... But why?
It's very mechanical.
Gas station fancy.
Yeah, it's gas station ninja crap. Is dull as hell too. Okay, well that's awful. This needs cleaned out with a shovel and a torch. But let's get the tire. Oh yeah, and then back here there's a whole bunch of goodies too. We've got a CRT TV. I've got one of those sitting in my backyard already. A bunch of clothes, including some whitewash jeans. Spare leaf spring pack for probably not this truck. Railroad spikes. I'll have to incorporate those into the car somehow.
Here's a little bit of a gold.
Why are you touching stuff?
Oh, there's phones.
Yeah, old LG. Why are they all LGs and why are they stuck to? Ew!
Why are you touching stuff?
Oh God! Oh, a manual. Hey, that's
The original.
Hey, look what we got here though. Plastic warranty authorization card with the VIN stamped into it. That's actually super cool. A progressive card in a Geico carrying pouch. That's cool.
Here's some denial letters for food stamps.
Food stamp denial letters, of course. 1995 Ranger. That's pretty cool. Full manual. I like that. Let's put this back in the least nasty part of the car so that it stays safe at least. Welcome to the Methmobile. How are you feeling about the whole experience?
Do I really have to sit in here?
Yeah, I need someone to hold the camera. Get in. Try not to touch the anything. Oh man, the headliner is something special. Oh, ooh. Is that underwear?
You see jumping out of you.
Oh, so this is interesting too. This is a two-wheel drive truck. For some reason that exists. I guess this bezel must have. I bet they broke the.
It's sticky too.
Yeah, everything is sticky in here. It's just.
Axles.
It's all disintegrating. But yeah, they must have swapped this bezel out and got a four-wheel drive one out of the junkyard, which also has a fog light that doesn't exist. And wait, why does this have 3 12-volt sockets? Hey, you know what? The windows go up and down really easily. Okay.
I can breathe
The clutch feels so mushy.
Yeah, it's low on fluid.
Oh, wait. That helps.
Thank God my life insurance policy's up to date.
Turn signals work, sort of. Good start. This is a truck. I've never had a truck before. This is great.
I'm so happy you're in bliss.
Oh, I live and breathe this garbage. I mean, literally in this case, but... Oh!
Oh, that was a bump.
Hey, the suspension works well. Oh, it is a speed hump. Oh, the brakes work really well.
That's a relief.
I wonder why the airbag light is on.
I don't know why.
Very strange. Oh man, turning radius is pretty good. Why does every cop in Norman live in this neighborhood? Look at this sidewalk. What is that sidewalk? 4 pedals. It's so manual. This is how sticky my hands are. Listen to this.
Like pulling apart a grilled cheese sandwich.
So I think our first stop here is going to be Walmart to get a new battery because, yeah, things get a bit screwy if, well, you stall or anything. Other than that, I think we'll be good to go. Made it to Walmart, and $99 later we have a steering wheel cover so that I don't have to wear these anymore, as well as a new EverStart battery and some brake fluid. I'm definitely going to need to bleed the clutch when I get home. It does not feel like it's disengaging all the way, so that's kind of fun. But let's at least get this battery changed and get some fluid in here of any kind, because both the clutch and brake reservoirs are like empty. It's so disconcerting. It is Christmas Eve, and it's like t-shirt weather out here, and the sun is going down. That's just completely broken. So this is going to be some ballast for the rear tires. That'll work until I can find the nearest available ocean. You'll notice that this truck is equipped with a quick change battery. No tie downs, not needed. The truck is just too slow to require them. I gotta say, having a vehicle with a built-in trash can is quite handy. It's always fun buying a new vehicle and then fixing it on the drive home. And then by the time you get home, everything's just improved. The next step in this puzzle, little bit o .3. Actually, I haven't even looked in here. What's that? That is freaking disgusting. Make sure to get this on your paint as much as possible. Gets it extra clean. There is no max fill line, so I'll just call that good. Okay, go gadget. Round boy. That boy ain't going nowhere! Just like that, we have a steering wheel condom installed, protecting me from whatever nightmare that is. Do we have truck? Yeah, no flickering battery light. Do we have headlights?
They're better.
Didn't even care. Are they brighter now?
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't very easily get much dimmer. With any luck, that's the last time we'll have to open this on this trip. So we've got 3 hours back to Wichita in a completely unknown vehicle. Like, Joshua didn't even drive this like outside of his neighborhood. Oh, he found us. Thicker than pea soup. Can't see a dang thing. It's gonna be some slow going for a while. Okay, it is now the next day. I'm wearing the same clothes I was yesterday, but I was just way too tired last night to really record anything because as we got out of Oklahoma City, we were coming up to the Perry exit, and I had to go to the bathroom, so we took the exit, and I was wondering why on earth someone was burning a brush pile so close to the highway, but it wasn't a brush pile. We came across this. It's an old Renault-based Winnebago front-wheel drive thing, very interesting, on fire. Of course, I called 911 immediately. I had my AirPods on, so I was able to do that while I was seeing what was up. The owner made it out fine. It was one man. He was driving from Houston to Wichita to see his son, who actually has terminal cancer. I'm not going to name any names here. Unfortunately, his dog didn't make it, and of course the Winnebago was a total loss, but we were at least able to stick around, and we gave him a ride back to his house. A great guy, actually a big part of the local aviation industry back in the 80s and 90s, so a lot of stuff for him and Tyler to talk about. They became great friends, and hopefully that you know, made his awful night a little bit better, you know, being able to connect with some people. I certainly didn't expect to see a cremated dog last night. Anyway, the rest of the trip went pretty much without a hitch. It was incredibly foggy last night, but the Ranger itself, it did great. While we were sitting there, let's see if I can get the hood open. As we were waiting for law enforcement, we actually decided to just tinker with this a bit. We took the air filter out, and there was like 3 squares of toilet paper wrapped around the air filter. And then I wiggled this whole assembly, and the PCV line was not even attached to the valve cover, and this hose clamp going into the intake manifold was completely loose. The intake wasn't even on the engine. I have no idea how this thing ran at all, but now it starts and runs absolutely perfect, especially with the brand new battery there. And really, this thing had no problem doing 80, 85 miles an hour all the way home. You know, traffic flows about 85, 90 on that highway, so perfectly adequate. Few things it needs that I discovered. The speedometer works, but the odometer doesn't, so I'm sure there's some gear stripped out that I can replace because I need to remove the gauge cluster anyway because there's a bunch of burnt out backlights, and might as well convert it to LED while I'm at it. You know, I'm gonna go for a mini truck thing with this. Take the airbag light out because, well, the airbags are deployed and I'm not replacing those. Probably put an aftermarket steering wheel in it anyway because mini truck. Wheel bearings are shot, especially the front ones. I guess the rears are probably fine, but brake discs also warped beyond recognition. Tires are junk. What else here? The blower motor in the HVAC does not seem to work. I'm assuming that's the resistor, though the blend doors all operate flawlessly. I was able to switch it over to heat, and I got heat wafting out as I drove. Everything else, though, I mean, it's fine. And look underneath here. This has been sitting here all night. There's not a single drip or drop underneath this engine. Hang on, let me look at that. It is unreasonably clean underneath this truck. I really get the impression that this truck was owned by like a family or a person who really cared for it for like 99% of its life, and then for the most recent 10% of its life, it was just owned by meth heads or something. But overall, this is a wildly solid truck, and as you saw underneath, no rust. A little bit of surface rust on the frame, no rust anywhere else. All the body panels are completely solid, so for $800, this is just the best truck ever made. I'm so stoked. Oh, and the clutch needs bled. I think there's a bubble in the clutch. It doesn't seem to be disengaging completely. I have a heck of a time getting it into first, or maybe there's an adjustment that needs to be made. I'm not sure, but all fairly simple things to address, probably cheap. Doesn't look like we leaked any of our brake or clutch fluid out, so that's good. That'll do it for this video, though. That is my new 1995 Ford Ranger. Oh, we did find something else out real cool. Right under here, that is an OBD2 port. I thought for sure this thing was going to be OBD1. Of course, it is Ford's very early implementation of OBD2. The pinout's a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure if most OBD2 scanners will be able to read this, but I also haven't tried yet because there's no check engine light that's on. So ignorance is bliss. I'm not even going to bother trying to find out if that bulb is burnt out or not. Thanks for watching.